Hey, what's going on guys, LS6 here and welcome back to another commentary. This time I'll be talking about something very interesting, something that a lot of people have asked me about, some YouTube tips and tricks, how can you improve your videos and commentaries or whatever that you're doing. Now this gameplay is from one of my fellow Yash directors, his name is Elemental Frost, go check him out, there will be a link in the description and in notation right now, really good guy, also does commentaries. And now let's get on to the topic, and the first thing that I want to give you as a tip for your videos is to have an intro. And just like a lot of commentaries out there, you need to have an intro. The shorter the better, like 5 seconds or 6 seconds, maybe 8 seconds. I wouldn't go more than 8 seconds. The intro should have your name in it, your your internet name, or as my name is like LS6 or something like that, you guys have your own names. And that's one of my first tips that I'm gonna give you. People are going to recognize your videos by your intros, that's for sure. Plus you give your viewers like that extra 6 seconds before your video starts for them to get prepared, to adjust the sound if it needs to be adjusted. So yeah, that's always a good to have a nice intro. Now, next thing that I'm gonna give you as a tip is to use music in your videos, and whenever you're doing a commentary or just other type of video, it doesn't really matter. A montage always has music in the background. And if you're doing a commentary, then make sure the volume of the sound is low so it doesn't interfere with you talking, because one of the most important things about the commentary is people to actually be able to listen to you and understand what you're talking about, which comes to the next point of have a good microphone and speak clearly, speak a bit louder, and speak simply. I mean simply what I meant to say is make your sentences a bit more simple, don't complicate things, be on the point. And one of the things that I mentioned is to have a good microphone. The microphone that I have right now is not that good, but I'm pretty sure most of you guys can understand what I'm talking about. It's not really shitty quality, like something like that. That's pretty bad. And the next thing I'm talking about is color correction. Right now on this video I'm gonna add a little color correction, and you guys can probably see that it changes a lot of things, how the video looks. And the color correction really helps, whether it's just simple color correction, a little bit of sharpness, a little bit of contrast and saturation, or you want to add a little bit more style to it. That's all up to you. You can experiment a lot, just don't make it too dark or too bright or something like that. That's not that good. Next thing that you need to know is that you need to make it's kind of a YouTube standard, I guess, or YouTube's community standard, to have HD videos, which means you need to have a video that's 1280 by 720, that's the resolution, and you should go with at least 24 or 23 frames per second, or go in maximum with 30 frames per second, because YouTube doesn't support more than 30 frames per second unless you're live streaming. If you're live streaming, I think YouTube supports more than 30 frames per second, but if you're just doing videos, then you shouldn't go more than 30 frames per second, because those are not going to be shown and people are not going to be able to notice that you have more frames in your video. Now, one of the other things I want to talk about is to be creative, and not just, if you're doing just commentaries today, it's hard to get out there. Trust me, if I just did commentaries, I would have never gotten a partnership in first, and I would never joined Optic, which is a huge deal for me, guys. And me starting to do all those real life videos, skits, helped me out a lot actually. If it wasn't for those, if I wasn't experimenting and doing some other stuff just than commentaries, I would have not reached where I am today. So yeah, be creative. You don't have to do miracles to be creative, but try to add a little bit more. For example, add a theater mode edit or cinematics in your video. Those help out a lot. I mean, if you watch Frankie's videos, at his Daisy's episodes, in the beginning they have sort of a cinematic, and that's pretty interesting to watch. Some people might watch it just because of the cinematic, so that's a good thing right there. That is also what I'm going to talk about next, is the quality versus quantity. And a lot of people, commentators, can post videos every day because commentaries are easy to make. It takes like 20 minutes for a single commentary, maybe even less if you know what you're doing. But to add a little bit more quality into it, you're gonna have to spend a little bit more time, and you might not be able to post every single day, but trust me, your subscribers will notice that you have quality in your videos. Well, some of them might not notice you. If you have a good character, you can be entertaining all the time, but other than that, you're gonna need to add something interesting to your commentaries or videos, something that's fun, that's not your everyday, not what people see every day on YouTube. And yeah, that's most of the things I want to cover up in this commentary, guys. I'll do a part 2 of this, I'm pretty sure, because I have a few more questions that I want to cover up. For now on, if you want to get featured on my channel, you can follow me on Twitter, and when I ask for gameplay, you can give me the gameplay, and then you'll get featured just like Element of Us did. And yeah, that's all the things I want to cover up, guys. Thanks for listening. I'll see you guys next time, and have a great day.